Hi, I'm Sarah, the Digital Media Coordinator here at Ukiah Natural Foods.
I'm Scarlett, the Marketing Outreach Assistant.
Today we are going to be making the Instagram Birria taco, but let's make it vegan.
So what is birria?
Birria is originated from Mexico, and traditionally it is a meat stew made particularly with goat. However, don't worry, no goats or animals were harmed during the making of this video. Then someone in LA had a genius idea to turn this into a taco and then dipped it into the broth or the consomme, and the rest is history. So if you've seen this coveted taco all over social media, my vegan friends, we got you covered. Now let's go shopping for our ingredients. Let's get our produce first. We are in the organic produce department at the co-op, where all of the produce is 100% organic. I'm getting about 4 limes and squeezing them just a tad to make sure that they are ripe. Also getting some carrots. These look nice in color. Some cilantro. We want to make sure the leaves are nice and green and crisp to ensure the flavor. Some garlic, and my favorite, the chili peppers, and our spices are very important too. Another ingredient is not chicken vegetable broth. We're using this particular brand because it doesn't have a strong flavor and can blend well with the spices. This is very important for this recipe. The last thing is the most important. It's the meat substitute that we're going to use, and we're using 2 cans of jackfruit. Now that we have all of our ingredients, let's get cooking. We already have our 2 cans of jackfruit drained, rinsed, and boiling for about 45 minutes now.
In the meantime, let's prepare the vegetables. So I will chop the carrots into little pieces, and then you can just cut the...
I'll cut the garlic.
Perfect.
So I'll get the garlic. I'm going to do 6 cloves of garlic. And then I'm also going to do a half an onion. It doesn't really matter the size of the onion. We just are mainly putting them in for the flavor. So you can use any size you want. So let's get started with preparing the chili peppers.
So what's special about these chili peppers?
Well, that's a great question, Scarlett. We are using the dried chili peppers from Boonville Barn Collective. They are a local farm in Anderson Valley, and they are also women-owned. And they grow their own chili peppers, and they also dry them whole, and then they grind them into different seasonings or chili powder. So we're using the dried espelette peppers and the ancho peppers.
So how many are we using?
For today's recipe, we're going to be using about 5. However, I do suggest using about 2 to 5, depending on how hot you want them. The espelette peppers are pretty hot.
Spicy.
Yes. So you want to kind of go mild on them if you don't have, or if you don't like spicy. But they do have a nice, rich, sweet flavor. And the ancho peppers are more of an earthy flavor. So the balance of using them both is really, really good flavor.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Let's do it. The jackfruit is ready. It's boiling. So let's start.
Okay, let's go ahead and drain the jackfruit, and then we're going to mash it and shred it so it'll have that meat-like texture.
Awesome. Let's do it.
And let's go ahead and we want to make sure that we also want to make sure to take out any seeds. This should be done beforehand, but sometimes we get missed, so I am finding some seeds in here, so we're just going to go ahead and make sure that we get them all out.
Perfect.
While we're mashing.
Awesome.
So now for the fun part, we're going to start making our broth. So I'm adding about 5 cups of water, and then we're going to bring it to a boil. And then you can start adding your vegetables that you chopped up and prepared.
Okay, let me add all the vegetables, the ingredients. The carrots will come.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to open this chipotle seasoning while you're adding all that in.
Yes, the carrots are coming, garlic.
Yeah, that smells so good.
Yes, they're all gonna come all together.
And I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of chipotle seasoning. And then I'm going
I'm gonna add the two cubes of vegetable bouillon.
Okay,
so
perfect.
to the water and start. Oh, you're adding.
And then I'm gonna add the half a tablespoon of thyme, and I'm just adding salt and pepper to taste. So perfect. We can always add more in.
Okay, let me mix it. I'm gonna start mixing all together. It's looking great. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave this one for 30 minutes. Is that right?
Yes, 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. And now we're going to take out all of our chili peppers, our cooked chili peppers, our garlic, our onion, and we're gonna just kind of put them in a separate bowl. We're gonna get ready to blend them.
Yes, I'm holding that. Keep bringing all the vegetables. So we're gonna just leave the water?
Yeah, we're gonna leave the broth. We're gonna take a little bit out, maybe about a cup or two, after we're done spooning this all out.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add that to our broth. So for the birria, there is a nice thick broth or consomme, and you don't want it to be too thick, but you don't want it to be too runny either. So that's why we're mixing it together. This is gonna
like
really
a puree type of.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's gonna really make the consistency of the broth that we want.
It looks really good.
It smells so good already. So also in the birria, normally since it's a meat stew, you get like all the fat from the meat. So with this one, we don't have any of that. So we're gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil while this is just simmering, starting to simmer in our pan.
So let me mix the oil, and it's right, the meat, since it's not real meat, so we're adding this oil to create the fat.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then we're also just going to slowly add all of that broth in eventually too. But first, let's go ahead and add our jackfruit, our shredded jackfruit, and we're going to let that really just mix all together with our broth.
Okay, let me.
Okay. Get it all mixed together and really just start to saturate our jackfruit so it just starts to pick up all the flavors of the broth.
Yes, let's mix it together. I think it's looking great.
And then just add more broth in as well too. Okay. And we're just going to leave it for a slight simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes so it can just really start to soak in all the flavor.
So what are you adding now?
I'm adding about 2 to 3 bay leaves. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping out just the broth part, and we're gonna get our tortillas ready. We're using corn tortillas, and we're just gonna dip them in that broth that we set aside.
Oh, okay, that's like the sauce.
Yes.
For it. So let me put all the tortillas to warm up. We put some oil in
on the grill.
And the grill.
Because we want it to get really nice and crispy.
Right.
Yeah. And now this is your finished birria taco. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly had fun making it. And we are a community-owned natural food store and a source for information and inspiration about food and healthy living. So if you like videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you are wanting to make these vegan birria tacos the way we made them, you can go ahead and go to our website. Drop a comment below for more ideas on what you'd like to see next. Until next time, thank you.